We are live, episode 81, the radio show about nothing, podcast about nothing. To my left, co-host, co-creator, all-time quarterback. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
What's happening, baby? It's back. Show about nothing. It's the OGs in the building. No guest this week. Why didn't we have a guest this week? Oh, because Ash worked early as fuck. So Ash was supposed to be here, but I didn't know Ash worked 7 o'clock, so we got to plan a day where Ash is off or something. And then our sister is in Portland now, which is crazy. Shout out to, but we was talking about a couple weeks ago, like your friends get jobs, and now they be doing important shit, but you know them as your friend from 6th grade. So Charlene being in Portland on a business trip is like, do y'all know who Charlene is?
Yeah, like at conferences and shit. Like.
But salute to Char and everybody else. We got a few things to get to. Y'all know, if you guys don't know, so like I know a lot of y'all are like, I want to start a podcast. Y'all niggas have one good conversation with y'all friends and think it's time to start a podcast. And anybody that's looking at our YouTube page and is like, oh, y'all niggas only on episode 81. Subscribe, like, comment.
1,000%.
Please. But we've been doing this shit for 6 years. Like, we love this shit. This ain't, we did this during the pandemic when we were risking COVID.
We've been doing this so long. No funny shit. I was literally just doing this yesterday. I was showing somebody the pictures we took.
Bro, like
when we first needed like
type
real
shit,
yes.
Type shit. We had 2 separate photo shoots, type shit. We was here when PG got traded to the Clippers. Like we was doing the show then, type shit. Like, we was 8 months in at that point, type shit. Like we really been on this shit for a minute. I say all that to say, y'all can't podcast until it's summertime. Podcast during the summer when there's no sports, nobody want to drop an album, everybody on tour, and the only thing on is Stephen A. Smith yelling 6 hours a day on First Take and tennis. Right. so all that to say is watch us work. Not like us video. Actually, no. I wanted to start with something funny, bro. Because, you know, I go out to eat a lot. I go out to eat a lot. That's my thing. Like how niggas go to clubs. Some niggas like to do museums. Right. Some just like to go paint and sip. Some shit like that. I go out to eat. So I love trying new restaurants and shit like that. And in Atlanta, it's a growing city. So some of the restaurants are smaller than most restaurants are, and they're usually fine dining establishments. So it's a certain etiquette you're supposed to go into that restaurant with. But I've noticed, bro, there's this thing called small restaurant etiquette that I've noticed a lot of people don't have. And when I say a lot of people, yes, it's them.
Niggas.
When you're thinking
Nope.
No.
Wow. Oh, bad.
It's not the niggas because it's not, because like,
I'm kind of happy. It's not
respectfully, like, the niggas that be on that are not in the type of establishment
that's true
that I'm talking about.
Right.
So the niggas that are there know they niggas and know we gotta behave like we not the niggas y'all want us to be type shit. Okay. So it's different. But so it's them.
Right.
And I'm
the palm color, folks.
The worst shit, and one of my pet peeves, if y'all don't know, bumper stickers is one of my biggest pet peeves in the world. My second pet peeve now that I'm realizing is white women that can't shut the fuck up at dinner, bro. Have you ever been eating dinner on a date or just with your homies, and it's a group of white girls screaming at the top of their fucking lungs, bro? I don't know where they got that from.
It's crazy.
But it's crazy.
It come in a couple of different ways too. Like that pet peeve covers so much. Because like even if they not yelling at each other, like just having a good time yelling, like why are you yelling at the waitress? Like why are you yelling at everyone in the vicinity? Type shit? I don't like that. You might yell at me next. Like, I don't like that. I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up.
You feel me?
Like, why are you yelling right now?
Bro, just yelling. And then it's like, it's like you said, it could go a couple different ways because it's the Karen yell. Yeah. And then it's just, I'm having so much fun with my friends and we're out to eat getting margaritas.
Oh my God, Mark Tower. Tower.
Shit, bro. And it's just like, why is you screaming? So I'm at a seafood restaurant in Atlanta. It's Fontaine's, Salute Fontaine's. If you haven't been, check it out. It's seafood shit popping. And me and Taylor just sitting chilling. First off, we sat outside. Very stupid decision.
Sitting outside is crazy.
It was dumb as hell. But it wasn't like oh, we just sitting outside and it's the sun, and oh my God, I didn't know it was hot. Yeah. It was a patio with fans and like big fans and then regular fans.
Okay.
So you would think it was cool out there.
Yeah,
no.
Fuck no. I bet you a Dutch oven.
But I'm sitting there, got a nice appetizer, beautiful Sunday afternoon. You know, I do early dinners on Sundays because you want your food to digest, go on a nice little walk. Real old nigga shit. Yeah. Like, just getting into my bag.
Enjoying life.
Enjoying life type shit, bro. Just happy, bro. Went to the Beltline after, went on a walk, like, type shit, bro. Like, right. But I'm sitting there enjoying my beautiful fish. What we get for appetizer? Some calamari or something. Just nice.
Double down on the fish.
And I don't know if y'all know, but when I partake in something that I partake in, just take that how you will, my brain, like, will hyper fixate on shit sometimes. Yeah. So conversation is one of those things. Like, if I can hear you talk, I am going to listen. Right. So when it's a loud conversation, Taylor's talking to me, and then it's a table next to me that I can hear, I cannot focus on anything.
Yeah,
so, like, it drives me insane.
Yeah, you're overstimulated.
Yeah, type shit. 1000%. So I'm sitting there trying to talk to Taylor. She's trying to talk to me about work or something. Yeah. And in the back, I just hear these white girls yelling, yeah, well, he's Asian, so it just doesn't matter because I like it like that. And, he's half Asian, actually. So, it's really not that big of a deal. Oh, but no, he really doesn't care because, he likes rice because he's half Asian. This is coming out of her mouth behind me. And I'm like, yo. And I look at Taylor. I was like, you think they know that? They that loud? You think they know? I was like, we should start yelling so they understand how fucking loud they are. This goes on for 25 fucking minutes. Bro. Until, who always gonna say today? Some black woman.
A black woman, yep.
Come on now. Yeah. Come on now. Yeah. So the black women that are behind me on a girlfriend day outing, they obviously heard what was going on, and guess who got loud? And guess who y'all not gonna be loud today? And as soon as they got loud, they got quiet, and the black women got quiet, and everything went back to normal. And I said, salute to my queens, bro. Nah. I said, salute, bro.
Nah, God, we really don't deserve them. Like even in our lowest moments when we don't think we could, use them. Like,
type shit.
There they go with the cake word.
Type shit, bro.
But you're 1000% true, and they got this new word because that's my biggest pet peeve. I am such a nerd, nigga. My newest pet peeve is y'all making up new words. I can't stand that shit. Like, they be at the end of the year, they be like, ooh, new dictionary words. I hate that shit. Stop making shit up. But now they like, oh yeah, I'm just a yapper. What the fuck does that mean, shorty? What the fuck do you mean you're a yapper? It's like, oh, I just like to talk about nothing? Like, okay, I get it, but it's crazy. I think everybody got a story like that because when I took my nephew, just to continue the story from last episode, when we got the new seats.
Type shit.
We had, like, comment, subscribe. We had some cold seats. We was real close. And we were close enough where you would assume everyone in those seats would be watching the game.
Type shit.
It's these girls in front of us. And we're sitting down and these 4 girls sit down, club fits. 2 white, one was like, racially ambiguous. Yeah. For the 2 impossible, right? Like, and then, and the last one was definitely a black girl, but she was like, I ain't gonna throw the shade here. But I remember, because the way how stadiums set up, you kind of got to see them in your peripheral to watch the game.
Type shit.
I'm watching the game, and in my peripheral, they are sitting horizontally to each other. Like, not watching the game.
Face to face each other type shit.
Talking, and my first thought is, how did these bitches get these tickets? And ironically enough, that's just how funny life is. They started talking about the nigga who gave them the tickets. So she's like, so how do we? And she's like, oh yeah, I got it from da-da-da. She's like, oh yeah, he like you. And they all giggled. And I was like, oh yeah, we finna get some good shit. Like, oh yeah, we're finna lock in. Like, so I'm still watching the game. No, I stopped paying attention about right after halftime. Everybody coming back to their seats. They were talking. They stopped for a minute. They came back, got some drinks. She said, okay, he's gonna come. So my messy ass, I'm locked in. I'm like, who is this nigga? And my second question is like, is he is he like Trey Young for the walk up here? My messy ass, I'm ready for all possibilities. We were mad close. Bruh, I'm watching the game like halfway through the third quarter. This Indian kind of dude, but you could tell he was in America for a little bit. Like he not a direct transfer. He come down. He come down. You know, they talk to him. They leave. Now, for me, the story's wrapped up. Cool. You know, it's what like in my mind. All right, we have closure. We know what Buddy look like. As soon as he turned up, she was like, "Yeah, I don't like him." I looked around. I was like, "What the?" I was so fucking mad. I wanted to grab dude, like, fam, like, yo. I felt so betrayed. Like I had so much invested.
I was rooting for you, bro.
Like, what happened? Yo, he came down mad smooth, you know, shook everybody up. Oh yeah, you liking the game, da da da. You know, the bitch is like, yeah, I love it. Bitch, they watched it. We're this game finna go into overtime in a quarter and a half. They ain't watched the dribble of it. Like, yo, I feel like everybody got one of them stories.
Type
we
shit.
just like, there's no reason for your volume to be as loud as it is in this restaurant.
But I will say, to continue, when the volume is loud, but they talking about something you care about,
some tea,
it's like, well, shit. It's like, well, shit. Now I'm invested.
Yeah, we got some messy shit. Oh my god.
I can't tell you how many times I don't got in the car like, so how you think their relationship gonna go?
Yo, Deadass get in the car like, could go either way.
I got a whole background story from Islam and how he grew up and everything. Oh, that is too funny. But if you guys are listening and you guys are going out to restaurants, please watch your volume. It's very annoying.
1000%. And I will say, we didn't plan this topic, but people watching like with your girl is some of the funniest shit you will ever do.
Funniest shit you'll ever do.
1000%.
Funniest shit you ever do. It's way better people watching if you funny too. Yeah. Because if you got an imagination, you can make up anything off anybody. Swear.
You just be sitting there like, that nigga looks stressed. Yeah, babe, that nigga looks stressed.
He is stressed. You think it's a job or you think it's a bitch?
It's crazy. I'm not gonna say her name, but me and this girl that I was dating, we used to do this all the time. And her go-to would be like, he don't like her. That's always they go-to. It's like he don't like her for real. That's always they go-to.
Every time. Every single time.
It don't matter what's going on.
He don't like her for real.
Yeah. He don't really. Oh, okay. Yeah. It be the smallest shit.
He's just be on his phone at dinner. They've been together for 7 years.
Yo.
Like, it ain't that serious. Like, they just eating some food.
Oh, why he not looking at her? Like, oh yeah, he don't like her.
He hasn't grabbed her hand. Oh my God. I would never. But
no, that's the shit. That's the shit to be killing me, because you got to be like, yeah, you would never, because that's some shit you be doing. Like, she's like, why would he do that to her? And I'm like, I was doing that shit just now. Like,
I ain't spoke to you this whole dinner, shawty. Like,
we talk about them. No, man. I miss that bitch a little bit.
Salute to the young lady. And salute to the women always. We be forgetting to say that at the beginning of the show. We say it at the end.
Yeah.
But salute to the women
man,
always. We love you. Especially the women of Atlanta.
I almost went to war for the women of Atlanta the other day. Nigga in Houston tried us. It's like, hey, y'all back that thing. You know, I keep that thing too.
Hello.
Nigga. Like, hey,
come on.
If anybody could feel that way, it's definitely us.
One of my close dogs just went to California. Yeah. I'm acting like we famous and I can't give up people location. But one of my dogs just went to California for a little bit, and he texted us this morning. It was like, I ain't seen one fat ass. I said, don't leave the South, shawty. You better not leave the South.
Nah, niggas are like, that ass shit is like, it be beautiful women everywhere, but like just the ass shit, like.
And so the South, no,
yeah, different.
It's extremely different.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all know what happened, man. I feel like, again, I just another salute to Kendrick. We have probably since March, we have probably spoke about Kendrick on like 7 of our 9 episodes.
Yeah, no, listen, it's been a gas script lately.
It's been gas. Like, Kendrick has not dropped the beat, and like, this is how, like, if y'all want to get, when we discuss runs, because a lot of the kids, a lot of the guys, people younger than us, especially us, because we're like the last guys that saw like a great run and really felt it and lived through it. With Wayne and Drake, and Wayne through the 07 through 2012, and then Drake when that shit just ended. But this is what a run feels like.
Literally.
Like, he's always in the news cycle.
Yeah.
You can't wake up. You can't go 2 weeks without mentioning Kendrick Lamar. For the past 3.5 months, you have not been able to go 2 weeks without mentioning his name. And then, like everybody has been saying, we finna get into college football HBCU season, and the band's gonna start bringing his name again. And then, according to
NCAA, watch is gonna be on NCAA.
Watch
is gonna be on NCAA.
And we got a real West Coast source, like not no play shit. We got a real West Coast source that it has confirmed that a Kendrick album is coming at some point this year, probably October. And so you talking about you control the summer, the summer end. Everybody at every game playing Not Like Us to run out to at their bands, at their pep rallies. We got Battle of the Bands with the HBCUs, homecomings, and then October the album come.
Yeah.
That's how you can control a year. And then October come, he headline Rolling Loud in March, going to summer tour. Yeah. 2 full years, Kendrick Lamar. That's how you become the biggest rapper in the world. That's how you take down a giant. But yeah, bro, like this is, so the people talking about, bro, can you let it go? Is the song run its course? All of that bullshit, bro. Y'all couldn't have lived through Wayne Prime, through 50 Prime, through Drake Prime.
Niggas have been. This is.
I heard a milli every day for like a year straight, damn near.
Niggas like. I vividly remember when the Carter 3 dropped out.
Like
I
was 10 years old when I remember that.
Niggas, I will forever remembering having the Carter 3 when it leaked and then having the album when it dropped. Fam, you could not go anywhere. Radio station, you could not go anywhere without hearing that shit, bro. And what's so annoying, and it's crazy because like we mentioned at the beginning how long we've been doing this show. We've been doing this show long enough that the TikTok shit wasn't a thing when we started. Now that is a major factor in how people consume music, and I always hated it from the beginning because of things like this where we want longevity, we want hip hop moments, we want like historic things for hip hop, and then as soon as you get it, niggas is like, all right, it's been 4 weeks, bro. What? Niggas, niggas used to have singles out for 9 months. Niggas used to work a single 9 months before the album.
Thank you.
And then the single be on the album too. Like that is not a normal thing.
Hold up. Let's tell them about they used to drop the single, drop a mixtape with the single on the mixtape, work the mixtape and the single for 8 months, then drop the album with the song off the mixtape and another song on the mixtape on the album.
Like, and it's gonna be on a movie soundtrack. And it's gonna be on a movie soundtrack somewhere. Like the niggas just like, all right, it's been 5 weeks. Yeah, okay. And a lot of it is a little bit of, I won't say a lot of, a little bit of it is sour grapes. Niggas just tired of Kendrick punching on Drake.
For sure.
I get it. Because when Bodak Yellow came out, niggas heard Bodak Yellow for 9 weeks straight. Everywhere at number 1.
Bodak Yellow almost lasted 2 summers.
Like, yeah, that shit was real.
That shit was crazy.
Niggas worried about that. Like,
because it was the first damn near like, I don't want to be wrong about this because like one thing we do well out here is stay out of women's business. But
1000%.
I think Bodak Yellow was the first like women rap anthem they had gotten like smashed. Mm-hmm. They had gotten since like Pink Print or maybe like Pink Friday maybe.
Oh,
it had been years since they had a real smash. And Cardi B. And then that shit opened up a floodgate. Cardi B, I talk a little bit about her being scared to drop albums, but she made a statement in rap.
She changed the energy.
There is not a coincidence that after Cardi B, you got Glorilla, Sexy Red, Meg Thee Stallion, Sweetie, Lotto, et cetera, et cetera. It's not a coincidence. Nope. But continue, Dr. Kendrick.
No, but you're completely right. But like the people that's like, hey, all right, I'm getting tired of this song. Well, boy, do I have news for you. Because it's not finna go nowhere.
And it shouldn't, by the way.
And even today, I think it was 2nd or 3rd on the Billboard Top 100. Still top 3. It's been 9 weeks in the top 3 or some shit like that. But it's not going anywhere. The video just dropped. It's still going to keep going up. HB season, band season, performance season, all that. And as we get closer to album time, because there is going to be an album, it's going to get brought up. And above all else, this was the biggest rap beef in the history of rap. Whether it was the best rap beef or our favorite is one thing, but just eyes on it, people on it, it is as big literally as it could get. It's no exaggeration. Like you had all eyes on you and you dropped a smash in between that. Like that is going to be out of here for a while. But we mentioned the video. what were your like first kind of like, you know, reactions to it?
I think this is important that when we started doing this the way we talk about albums or how we're watching games is like explain the moment around you consuming this, because it does change how you feel about certain things. Like if you listen to an album the first time driving through the city or driving on the beach, it changed how you feel about that album 1,000%. Type shit. So, I was at this was the 4th weekend, right?
Yeah, it was on the 4th.
It was on the 4th. So it was the 4th. I was at Tyrone's house. It was the day before he left, and I was outside cooking some food. I checked my phone, and of course, my brother always gonna come through. I got a link from Ish, and I said,
at 7 on the dot.
On the dot. I said, it just dropped. He said, what? I said, the Not Like Us video. Everybody stopped everything they were doing. Like a family at Christmas.
Yeah.
And we sat around Tyrone's TV, turned the volume up to 100, and played the video. Like a listening party, like MTV Countdown Top 10. And obviously the first thing you notice. So I played it on my phone. I played it on my phone first. I was like, I would just watch it on my phone. And the new song come on. I said, never mind. I said, go turn the TV on. Go turn the TV on. Go turn the TV on. Yeah. We had to watch this shit the right way. We had to do this shit the right way. And the new song come on, and I'm like, oh, is this where?
Is this where he's going?
We'll get to that in a second.
Yep.
The video starts. You see Tommy the Clown. And the first couple things I noticed was obviously the love of the West Coast. Mm-hmm. 2, the push-ups in the cell block during the cell block one with the canvas facing the other way. Yeah. My picture on the wall when you cook up. Mm-hmm. I'm in the doing push-ups. Like it's all very. I caught that immediately, and I was like, "You're a clever guy." Yeah. The A minor on the hopscotch, I caught immediately. Yep. I said, "He's a clever guy." Yep. I don't know if he did this on purpose, but when he was skipping on it, he skipped the 6. Yeah. Don't know if that was intentional, but I caught all of that. I caught that on the second or third time through. And then the things I just loved were obviously the involvement of Compton. And I said, hey, salute to the niggas that got there 20 minutes late and got cut out of the frame. And it was a little bit too far on frame nigga get in. Right. So salute to them niggas that still showed out.
Niggas just had a vibe. Like, niggas just there.
Mustard being one of the best producers in the world and not being able to dance on rhythm is hilarious.
Fucking hilarious.
Very hilarious. It reminds me of Kanye, how like Kanye never feels like he's dancing to his songs. Like, he feels like he dancing to how he feel about the song.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, like he's just expressing himself.
Type shit. But Kendrick, but Kendrick looks good. Like Kendrick looks like a superstar. Mm-hmm. Fresh cut, fits is crazy. His just
say aura.
I'll
say it.
Yeah. You see. No other way to put it. Yeah. What was it? The Ferrari? What it was in?
Yeah, I think so.
The Ferrari looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
The little LA shit they be doing, them dances is hard. All them kids dancing is hard.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking at that shit because it's some shit you can just kind of rock out with type shit. Like I'm looking at it like, oh yeah, I need to learn that. Like,
Yeah,
that's like, you just be in the pocket for real. Like, them Atlanta dancers, you be fucking
you gotta start sweating the dance. Type shit. Like
them niggas, you make a circle and shit.
But seeing all the LA, LA Kings out there, and that's a gang thing, so never mind. All of my niggas out in LA, the YGs, Roddy Ricch, Big Hit, Hit Boy, so forth and so on. Seeing all of them in the video was good. It just felt like a victory lap for Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It felt like a celebration for the city of Los Angeles. And it was well deserved. It felt like the cherry on top to, like you said, the biggest and best rap beef we'll ever see.
All right.
Again, we might get this 15, 20 years from now, like how when Nas and Hov ended, they was like, yeah, this will never happen.
Right.
And it took literally 30 years for it to happen. So maybe in another 30, when we 55,
some little niggas
when we 55, finna buy NBC.
Yeah.
We 55 and finna buy NBC, maybe we'll get it then. Yeah. But like, just a complete cherry on top, a complete victory lap. Salute to the dog, man.
First of all, what you said 1,000% was some of my first takeaways, just the love of the West Coast. To give you backstory, so I was working 4th of July because I love working holidays. because I don't care about no holidays, like unless it's like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Who cares about the 4th?
Yeah, like I was like double pay. Like, let's go. Like, but and you don't do nothing at work on holidays,
and you don't do nothing. But let's take this. I gotta give y'all a little insight. Yeah. Ish has a very good job.
Oh yeah, facts. Yeah. I ain't had a box cutter with me. Like I work at home.
You ain't had no box cutter. You ain't in no retail job messing around with shoes. Yeah. So that's what we mean.
Yeah. I was working at the crib, so I was on Twitter. I was working.
Subscribe.
So it hit the Twitter streets because the images leaked early.
Yes.
When the images leaked, it hit the Reddit streets, the Twitter streets. 7:00 might be the time. Mm-hmm. So at 6:59, I'm pulling up YouTube just in case. Just in case. Mm-hmm. I click it at 7. It's at 200 views. So as soon as I click it, I haven't watched it yet. I'm sending it out to niggas. So like I said this to everybody. My first reaction to it, it felt like a championship parade. Like when you team come on.
Amazing description.
Yeah, it felt like yeah, I just whooped this nigga ass, but like y'all was rooting me on, like we did it type shit. Like we all just fried him. Like everybody was in the video, but of course from how I was looking at it, and I do want to mention it later when we talk about what's next for them. Once I got to the end, I went back looking for all the Drake stuff. Was like, I wish you would say something, nigga. Like, say something. I dare you, nigga. Like, I dare you to get out of body. And that was my favorite little things about it was, like, the little jabs to just Drake. Like, first of all, having Drake in the video, that's all. 10 out of 10. That's what I wanted.
I forgot to mention that. That's crazy.
When I caught it first watch. I saw, like, the nigga disappear. And then I paused it because you just had to see like the dark lane part. Yeah.
He killed that shit.
That shit. And then you get to the end with the owl. The owl shit, the symbolism. This is probably gonna go on TikTok. It's been, of course, a million takeaways from it. I know why Caseburg sings. Owls are predators, things like that. But my favorite one, which I will pair it, was when they first showed a shot. You see it from the owl's point of view, and there are no bars. And you really can't see anything between them. But when it flips around, he's in the cage. And I thought, like, my favorite description of that is, like, Drake always thought he could get to Kendrick. Like, this 10-year shit, this back and forth shit. He always thought he was within arm's reach. This is my opponent. But he never was. And in the beef, you kind of saw that. So that was my favorite part. Just the contrast between the Family Matters video and this video, like how the Family Matters, and we was talking about the Family Matters video, how the Family Matters video ends with Drake holding the ring, zooming out like it's over, nigga. I just cooked you, you're dead. And then he start to snippet with, I'm reincarnated. Man, it's so much fire shit going on in that video. They said he's wearing all white because he dropped it during the white party.
If he did that on purpose, he deserved the Nobel Peace Prize again. Like, or whatever the fuck he got. Like, he deserved it again.
If I had to pick my first, let's pick our favorite moments. But if I had to pick my favorite moments to go first, gotta be him waving at that nigga. Him waving at that nigga like, yeah, I know you watch because I know you can't help yourself. Hey, nigga.
My favorite part is definitely the A minor part because it was set up so perfect because you knew they were coming in eventually.
It had to be something.
And I knew eventually we was going to get the city of Compton and everybody's showing them, but how they had them hopscotching over the hopscotch board.
Yeah.
Fuck, I just said the word. Over the hopscotch board. And I have always been very, what's the word thing? Like, I'm not trying to say attracted to, drawn to Kendrick's rhythm. Like Kendrick, he doesn't like dance like a dancer,
right?
But he has.
He do got a good rhythm.
He got the nigga two-step. It's just a black people two-step, but it's an LA nigga two-step, so it's different. And like how he was hopscotching even like caught me just like, that's a little different rhythm. Like it's not the same like just 1-2 as everybody else type shit. But having the A minor fade into the crowd all saying A minor and shit and just working that in because they blended it perfectly, it was amazing. It was seriously, that was my favorite moment. And then the owl moment I didn't mention, I agree with you. I think that was the symbolism of it, was that from his point of view, we was eye to eye. We was neck and neck. But from Kendrick's point of view, you never had a chance. Dog. Yeah. You've never had a chance. You never had a chance.
Also, it's amazing we've made it this far just because this is really a testament to Kendrick's performance and how good the video is. But the Whitney part, she was cooking that shit.
That's my favorite part.
She was talking
about. Yes, that's my favorite part of the video. What the fuck am I talking about?
She was smoking that shit because the images came out and I was like, okay, she's gonna be in the video. What capacity? Niggas on Twitter. She gonna go behind her back. Da da da. She was fucking that shit up. She was going crazy.
And then the edit of the scene, like it was like,
like it's supposed to be a security footage.
No, in my opinion, that felt like more so. You ever see them old timey black TV shows or the old timey black pictures?
Oh yeah,
it kind of had that tint and feel to it. That's what it meant because he said the Family Matters part right on type it. Right. So I thought that it was more so of like we've been talking about how Drake isn't really of this culture and isn't really black for real, and I thought that was just a little nod at some historic black shit that you get from that. Like that's what I got.
I thought it looked like, especially like not the first shot where they're standing together, but like where they first start dancing and playing, how the camera is super zoomed in, and then how it's like trying to kind of follow them. It's like a hidden security camera. That's what I thought it was, and that's why it's in black and white, because I thought it was supposed to look like even if you were sneaking in here, you weren't gonna see nothing anyway.
Okay.
That's what
I like that. I like
and
that.
It's so hard, and I ain't gonna lie, it's a super flex to just because we know. I think she gained like 60K followers in a day.
Oh, didn't know that.
That's on some nut shit.
That's crazy.
Of regular people, thankfully. But I feel like it's such a super cool flex for Kendrick in this situation where you do all this stuff at my wife, my girl, my other half, or my fiance, whatever they are, and you can kind of tell she wanted some of that. Like that shit ain't sit right with her either.
If you ever met a good woman,
yeah,
one thing they're not gonna play about is a nigga.
Yeah. God.
Ever met a good woman.
Yep.
So I know you're right. I don't gotta guess.
Yeah.
I know that shit felt good for her. I know they have fun.
She did the third spin. I say, oh yeah, she don't like that.
She did not like that shit. She already didn't like it. But that shit he said about her made her who in the fuck? Really? My kids gonna hear this song eventually, type shit.
And because she's not a celebrity either.
And she don't try to be.
Right.
Kendrick don't even try to be a celebrity, my nigga.
Shout out Dave Free. Dave Free's in the video.
Directed the video.
Kendrick and Dave Free did the Future and the Metro stands. I
didn't even catch that. You're right. They did.
Yeah, they did the Future and Metro picture. Fucking what else? Oh, the Mark cameo was hard. But did you take any? Let me kill the vibe real quick. Did you take any stock of him with the at the docks with the shipping containers?
I know where you're going, and yes, but I think we should stop. but yes, okay, 100%. Okay. I do. Everything that man does is intentional.
Yeah.
I come in here and I say, a lot of times we be playing around, and a lot of it's some artists that you can just make up a bunch of shit. If you ever go down a Kanye rabbit hole trail,
bro,
some of them niggas be tripping. Yo. A lot of Kanye is very, very intentional, about 99%, but they'll take some shit.
It be gone.
But everything with Kendrick is extremely intentional, especially if he was going to record a 5-minute video. There wasn't going to be a second wasted where he wasn't saying a message. He was not just in front of some all-white shipping containers just because it looked cool.
With black people dancing in them. That's why I think it's so hard because
no fucking fool, dog.
Because you got that one meeting, but you also have the one that won't get us demonetized, and that is the one where it's you're exporting black culture for OVO.
Hello.
That shit is so crazy.
He's cold, bro.
And the tightrope shit. That was underrated for me. That tightrope shit was be very careful about what the fuck you saying from now on. With the clouds in the background, nothing is the same. It's shorty on that tightrope.
I couldn't figure out what he was saying by that, but that's a good one.
Be careful.
That's a good one. I also want to say, DeMar DeRozan being in this video, the concert wasn't shit to me. But DeMar DeRozan being in this video does say something to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad D Rose came home. Not Derrick Rose. I'm glad D Rose came home. He didn't deserve him.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. The first time I heard that shit,
but yeah, because if you've heard DeMar talk about Drake, like he fucked with Drake.
Yeah.
So
DeMar did the trailer for views.
I believe something happened.
Right.
And I have been telling people, and we have been telling people about Drake's situation and how he behaves around niggas, women. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm not gonna speculate. But it's not normal for this many niggas not to fuck with you.
Yo, it's not.
It's not normal.
Like he was locked in that video too. Like he was.
Like he wasn't just. It would be one thing if he was just next to YG during the lineup.
Yeah,
and it was one thing.
No, he had his own shot.
Yeah, like this means something, bro. Like this ain't no joke, bro. So I really do think it's something there.
1,000%.
Also, seeing all the TDE still together, just like this wasn't a breakup. This was just like Kendrick is out of here, and we gotta let him go and be blossom to the 1,000%. Star he is type shit.
Yeah, and TDE is more scissor right now. Like you gotta make room for the next one. Yeah, 1,000%. I thought it was all-time victory lap. I wish you would say some shit, nigga. But
all right, real quick before we get into Kendrick's next sound, do you think Drake is going to? Okay, actually, I don't even want to phrase the question like that. I know Drake is going to sub Kendrick.
Yeah, probably
for the rest of his career.
Right.
Do you think Kendrick ever responds again if he does not say his name directly?
It's crazy how here we be. Because that's what I kind of alluded to earlier about when we talk about what's next. Let me preface it by this, because this might have to go up on TikTok too, just for like tracking purposes. Years ago, we were the first niggas to say this is gonna happen for real. We were the first. I was the crazy nigga telling y'all, listen to these bars. He talk about this nigga. Listen to Family Ties. He talk about this nigga like they're gonna go out. I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. I don't think that's like Drake is gonna drop like this week or next week. But if in 6 months Drake say some shit that's too slick, I would not be surprised if he jumped out the window again on that nigga.
I'm interested in that. That is because I'm wondering if we get around two of this, and because from Drake's point of view, you got killed, and like this ain't no a beat. You didn't get beat.
You didn't go to the scorecards.
You got destroyed.
You didn't go to the cards. You got knocked out. But also to take that boxing analogy, if it's some, because we said no real niggas around Drake. If it's some real niggas around Drake right now, and if I'm Jay Prince and I'm breaking it down, I said, fam, you could win this fight. You just gotta train. You could win this boxing match. You just need to be in shape. Because it wasn't like y'all both dropped songs and you just couldn't compete. He outmaneuvered you, out-strategized you. So if Drake wants to say, I'll give you this round. But in 9 months, when I'm ready, when I got a better plan, when I got songs ready, I could get another fair shake. And we could try it again.
And where there's an advantage for Drake in that aspect for me is all of the tea about Drake is on the table now.
Literally.
So
now you got to really, it's nothing left.
Kendrick isn't going to win this battle by continuing to say the pedophile, the culture vulture, and the contract situations. He's not going to be able to continue to say that. Right. Now, he can go deeper into the culture and the family, and he can get deeper into that. Because Push just has some interviews where he starts to really break some shit down. Yeah. And if he really want to go there, he can go there.
1,000%.
But that's not an angle that's going to be an oh shit, not like us moment. Right. That's not going to be a Meet the Grams moment. Yeah. There is potential to where this is just strictly rap. It's some drama in here, but this is focused on rap. Yeah. And as you said, that's something that Drake is going to have to work towards because I don't think Drake's pen is in shape. Right. I think his music is in shape. I do not think Drake's rapper pen is in shape. So your analogy of you got to go train for 9 months like Floyd and chop some wood and rap some verses, listen to some old music, listen to your old shit and get that hunger again and really get the rapper Drake side of you and then come back in an album in October, top of the year next year and throw your shots on a single and then play it out then and see how that goes. Yeah. If he wants to do that, selfishly, of course I want him to. Yeah. But thinking from Drake's point of view, and if I'm advising Drake, the only way I tell Drake you do this is if you are okay with no longer being Drake again.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because you're not losing 2 battles in a row within a year of each other to the same nigga, to your only competition, and coming out from that.
1,000.
It's over.
See, I think that is...
And that's the scary part.
I think that is 1,000% on the table, but with Drake's ego problem, we don't know. And that's why I love the way the video kind of ends, because I think he's kind of alluding to knowing this shit's not over too. The owl is still alive. The owl's not dead in that cage. The owl can get out, and he's walking. Kendrick is walking away from it now. Like you mentioned, the painting is turned. Like, there's so much that in the video can be referenced back to in the future if need be. Right. That's why I think he's leaving the door open for it. And if I was Drake, to change analogies from boxing, like you said that the Heart Part 6 would age better. Then it aged well more than I thought it would. And I initially disagreed, but let's just play this hypothetical out. If they do return to it, it doesn't look like a white flag. It looks like, let's take a knee, get to halftime.
There you go.
It looks like,
there you go.
This nigga got all the momentum. He set me up. I bit the cheese. He had this shit in the tug. All right, cool. You got it right. It's like, I'm going to tell these niggas I'm not a pedophile. You got it right now. But hold on, nigga. Like I got to address this, but I'm not going to forget type of shit like that. And that is, it changes a lot of how it looks. If the Heart Part 6 isn't like, please stop punching on me. It's like, you know what you did. You brought us some stuff. I can't keep rapping with you because what you said. But I'm going to give it some time. I'm going to let it die down. I'm going to let it cool off. It's not like you're going to say, it's not going to get no worse than this.
It can't.
Yeah. And if it do, tip your hat. If it do, you just lose. But I really think resetting momentum and playing it from what we always known Drake as, because this was kind of a weird thing for, like, before this, we had never seen Kendrick Lamar. We had never seen, like, we didn't know how he would act. We kind of knew he would be quiet, mysterious, but then niggas didn't know if songs would be slow, songs would be fast.
Still ain't said a word.
1,000%. But with Drake, we kind of thought we knew because he was like battle tested, but he never was in a long war. He was in all right, I'm going to shoot at Meek on Thursday, shoot at Meek on Sunday, ball game. Like, all right, Joe Budden I sent something to Joe Budden. Joe Budden sent me some stuff. I don't care. Like, me and Pusha T beef for like a weekend, like 2 weeks damn near. Like, it was never it's been 17 days. Like, what is he doing? Like, he ain't been outside. Like, he's never had that long game. So we didn't know how he react. And personally, I thought he would be, to quote Kendrick, more calculated. I thought Drake would be more calculated.
Agreed.
But it's kind of hard when you're not setting the tempo. Like, when you're fighting, and I know you fought before, like, a big thing about fighting is keeping that range, keeping your distance, keeping control of the situation. Mm-hmm. And it felt like at every step, Kendrick was setting the tempo for the next round. Like that started, you got to drop with push-ups. But like that is ringing off, so it's got to be hard. Mm-hmm. So boom, push-up comes out, then Euphoria comes out. Mm-hmm. Bang, it's 6 minutes. It's hard. Now you got to drop. 6:16 drop in the morning, so you think you got him. That's the jab. You swing, I back up, meet the grams. Bang. You still getting up, not like us. Bang, you out. But it's not because that nigga can fight way better than you. It's because he know how to fight better than you. If that makes sense. Like, if you know type shit. But I definitely would love to see that. Let me ask you this. What do you see with him, like, just Cole in the future? Like, let's just, and I do want to say this, I do want to apologize to Cole a little bit. Mm-hmm. I still, listen, I still feel the way I feel. I'm gonna feel like that for a long time. But I do want to say 7-Minute Drill is a little better than I thought it was when I listened to it today. Mm-hmm. But, like, what do you think is next? Like,
as far as Kendrick and Cole or Drake and Cole?
Both. Like, do you see him moving with them in the future, either of them? Like, or is it just like, me and this nigga just went to war, don't be next to him? Because he can't, like, is it like, I'll shoot at you again if you next to this nigga? Or is it like, oh, now you hanging out with Kendrick after he smoked Drake? Like, what do you think how does he navigate that?
All right. To answer that question, I have to do a lot of a lot of deductive and inductive reasoning from situations that I don't have complete insight to. So a lot of this won't be factual and will just be things I've read, seen, and how just my nigga intuition. One thing I've gotten from Kendrick, and I believe about Kendrick, is he's honest.
Yeah.
That line where he says, "You did Cole wrong."
Yeah. I don't know why you still pretending. Yeah.
That meant something. Mm-hmm. He didn't just say that.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't have to, because we're 4 songs in.
I did not have to mention that. Mm-hmm. And if I wanted to mention you did Cole wrong, wouldn't that be something I mentioned first? Like when I'm first getting at you?
Yeah.
But if you go back and listen to Euphoria, he kind of shooting at Cole, so it's not the time.
He shooting at Cole the whole first verse, no cap.
It's not time to shoot some bail right now.
Yeah.
All right. So if I'm thinking that, and I do believe there's truth in that, from how I've seen J. Cole move, I would have to believe J. Cole don't want nothing to do with Drake.
Yeah.
And as I listen to rappers talk about what being on tour with somebody really means and how that looks, it's like how we do a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, you at home, I'm at home, we pull up to a location and we do a podcast and then we go our separate ways. Yeah. That's kind of how it tours.
Right.
Like, we go into the next city, I'm on my bus, you on your plane, I'm on my plane, you on your plane,
whatever. Niggas think that you be on the bus together type
and
shit.
Hanging out. Like, no, this ain't Currency and Lil Wayne in 2005.
Yeah, right.
this ain't that, dog.
These not broke niggas touring.
Type shit.
Like, these niggas have private planes.
These niggas got private planes, private buses, entourages, gang, wives, family, all of that. So, not true. But, but if there's truth to that, then that becomes a business relationship to me, and business relationships, as we have always seen, are nothing. They're fragile.
Yeah.
I will say, I do not see Cole picking a side, but it is more realistic that Cole works with Kendrick again before he works with Drake.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%.
That's how it
ends. I definitely agree. I think it's crazy enough. I think it's more probable now than before that we do get some sort of Black Friday again. Mm-hmm. Where I do think there will be niggas like, yo, Drake and Kendrick gonna do a song, they gonna do a tour. First of all, stop saying that. Y'all look stupid. You're not the smartest hip hop fan in the room. It's not an original opinion. It's not gonna happen. Shut up. They don't like each other. But
he just called him a pedophile. They're never talking to each other ever.
Fam, that nigga said you're back against the curb when you beat up your wife. Is it self-defense because y'all the same height? Like, they are not coming back together after this. But I would not be surprised at all if we got a J. Cole, Kendrick, like another Black Friday type shit. Maybe not. I don't think we'll ever get a whole album or a whole project. No. But I would not be surprised if J. Cole hopped on the N95 beat, Kendrick hopped on the J. Cole beat. They did that thing together to kind of show that, like, yeah, that's still my man's. It wasn't nothing personal. Like we both said, it wasn't nothing personal. You know, the crown is heavy though, and that's kind of where J. Cole's gonna have the biggest adjustment. Is like the last couple of years, shout out to Joe Budden. Joe Budden said this: it's real easy to be like, oh, I'm the nigga outside when there's nobody outside. Like when can't nobody fight that's outside, and I'm like, I beat up everybody out here. That's cool. And Cole went around smoking a lot of shit for a while, saying a lot of stuff about him being the best. He's going to need to be comfortable at 2 or 3. He's going to need to understand that a nigga saying he the best rapper on the same song with you, not a slight anymore. Like, you don't want to be in that conflict realm. Like, you went the 3K route. So right now it's just music, Cole. I don't foresee him like shooting at anybody else. Like, niggas was like, well, now you got to go out and diss somebody. I don't think he's going to go out and diss somebody. I don't think he's going to do any of that. I think he's going to lock in, do whatever the fall off is, and I think that'll probably be his last album.
I am interested to see Cole's content.
Yeah.
Like, what is Cole going to talk about?
Yeah, his new
Because
direction.
A lot of the music Cole has been releasing has been, I'm better than you. Yeah. Y'all can't fuck with me, say my name, and it's a problem. Yeah. That's been a lot of Cole's shit. It's been I'm the best rapper in the world. Yeah. And now, you can't say that without niggas laughing at you.
Right.
Like,
niggas just not
the only nigga that can say, yo, it's me, fuck all these other niggas, it's Future.
Yeah.
Future the only nigga that got a realistic chance right now of saying, y'all, I'm the biggest in the world. Y'all can't fuck with me. Future about to be on a sold out tour. Drop 2 classic albums this year.
Hey, him and Kendrick, that's it. Any other nigga, we're rolling our eyes. Or any other nigga, we're like,
you don't believe that.
But you wouldn't say that around. But I bet if the Boogeyman was around, you niggas wouldn't say that.
Exactly. And so that is my question to Cole is what is the direction of your next album and what is the content of your next album? Which leads me to the same thing with Kendrick.
Right.
And the beginning of Not Like Us has a snippet from a song, and he has done that before and not given us the full song. Yeah. I don't think that is the case with this. I think that song was a teaser to what you're getting from his album. Yeah, and I believe Kendrick's next album is going to be heavily West Coast influence, and you're going to get his version of My Crazy Life, just re-up to the YG type sound, but in Kendrick's way.
Right.
And that's what I think. I could see 4 or 5 Mustard beats, some Don Kennedy type vibes, some Nipsey type vibe, like some real West Coast shit that's like that just feel good. Like Kendrick is very underrated, and I give Future the most credit in the world for making music that just feels good. Yeah. You don't got to be talking about shit. You may go 3 years and not know one word he's saying in that song. But that song make you feel so good at night or on the beach or wherever the fuck you at. And Kendrick has that style. He just doesn't do it a lot because it's hard to make music that feels good when you're preaching the messages he's preaching. Right. But listen to Rich Spirit and listen to how good that song feels. Yeah. What's the other one on that album? It's one more.
Crown? Count Me Out?
That's what it is. Count Me Out. That's what it is. Yeah. Listen to how good Count Me Out feels. Like, really just don't go listen to the lyrics and just try to be all, get relaxed and turn it on and just close your eyes and feel like what that song makes you feel. I think that is going to get a lot of, that is going to be the next direction he goes, because if you listen to a lot of West Coast music, and not, I know I just mentioned YG, not him, not nigga, it's a killer. But the Nipseys, the Don Kennedys, the Larry Junes, I would even throw Tyler. Yeah, I forgot. I would throw Tyler in there. Their music has a certain West Coast feel to it, and that West Coast feel has a like relaxing feel to it because LA has the weather that makes you feel at zen and at peace. And I remember I saw her Ice talk about on the Joe Budden podcast, Salute, that he was a big Nipsey fan and Nipsey was dropping music in the winter, and he was like, bro, it's like this, you a summer, you a summer guy, and they was like, nigga, it's always summer out here, so he can drop this shit whenever. So Kendrick dropping that in October when the sun is setting and it's beautiful and it's just the weather is beautiful in LA. I think that's going to turn the city up to the end of the year.
I can't remember if he dropped. It was probably November. Good Kid, Mad City, I think was November, October. I know it was cold though because it came out.
It was
Homecoming for Newton, whatever that. Because I vividly remember weekend it dropped. It was Newton's Homecoming, and we were listening to it on the way, and it was fucking freezing. But I think Kendrick's new direction won't. I think if you look at what he's done up to this point, I think Good Kid, Mad City was his debut. I think he wanted that really bad to be a classic. You could tell in the music, like everything, like he put all into it to be a great album. Tip and Butterfly, same thing. Damn was his Becoming a Superstar album.
Damn was his most commercial music album.
Literally, like becoming like solidified superstar. Drake dropped the same year. I'm going to outsell him type shit. Like the big giant records with Rihanna. Like she was everywhere. Morale was more internal. I think this will be like kind of like the Black Album for him. Where it's like, I'm him now. I'm that nigga. I am top of the game. It's going to move how I want. And I think this is going to be his rap exercise album. Because we really haven't got one. We've gotten the storytelling albums. We've gotten the introspective albums. We've gotten the concept albums. But we really haven't got the... That's why I was so interested in the snippet was... The first thing I noticed was, of course, always with Kendrick, the tone and the delivery. The energy behind it, the mannerisms in the video, when he's reincarnated, and like we talked about how good he looks like he's settled into himself. He looks like he's settled into being a superstar. The crown is heavy. On 616, he talks about living in the circadian rhythms of a shooting star. He's comfortable being, all right, I'm going to be the star now. I think this next album will be rap, exercise, bangers, hits. Nobody's rapping like this type of music. Like that sample on the beginning of that, like that shit, man.
I'm gonna go a mix of Black Album, a mix of Black Album.
Yeah.
A mix of Black Album, Watch Your Throne, and No Ceiling.
Yeah, like that around there. Yeah.
I can explain what I mean by all of those albums.
Yeah.
He's just explained the Black. Don't got to do that. That was a perfect analogy. The No Ceilings is more of the rap exercise because I think No Ceilings was really like the Drop 3 and No Ceilings, both of those were really like, oh no, like he really is the best rapper in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I think
like you'd hate for me to get on your shit.
Type shit. Yeah. And I think you're gonna get that feeling when you listen to this album. Yeah. Nah, this nigga the best rapper in the world. But Watch Your Throne was also like, Kanye is this artist and everything is meticulous. Yeah. And he just came off of dropping arguably the greatest rap album ever. Yeah. Hove has retired 7 times.
Right.
Hove retired 7 times. He's his businessman. Everybody taking him seriously. He just finally stopped wearing suits with jeans and shit. Yeah. And we're just gonna have fun though. Yeah. So we just gonna turn this shit up. We're gonna turn this shit up. We're gonna go on a fun ass tour. Yep. All the beats gonna be fun. We're gonna have the best producers, best features. We're gonna get my wife on the album. We're gonna get Frank on the album. We're gonna go crazy. And it's just gonna be fun ass music, but still just a little hint of a message every now and then. Yeah. And I think that's exactly so. All 3 of those from our goats, I think it's gonna be what this Kendrick album feels like. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I sure
the
hope
Black
not.
album analogy is crazy.
I sure hope not, because I'm gonna call him the best rapper ever. Oh, just quickly to end this. Has your top 5 changed?
Oh, I said that the second Not Like Us came out. I said that the second Not Like Us came out. It is Hove, Kanye, Wayne, Kendrick, and Biggie.
I love it. I love it. I'm not. It's always gonna be Wayne, Ye, Hove. And after that, it's like, that's where the fight starts, bro. Like,
that's where the fight starts.
9 niggas trying to get in them last 2 spots.
Them 3 will never change for me.
But
them 1,
I will say, that's Kendrick. Kendrick got that spot now. That last spot is locked. That last spot is his. And I don't know how high I want to put him up there. We'll see how the rest of his career goes. But it's definitely now 9 niggas fighting for that 5th spot. Like everybody who was in that little second tier that we would try to, because everybody has their little argument. Not anymore for Kendrick.
But what is solidified in this as far as top 10, top 15? Because like I said, once we get to 25, 30, like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Rap niggas. Yeah,
so like, niggas, yo, cannabis not on your list. Like, okay, bro. Like my fault.
So, but there is like you said, it's about 8 to 10, 11 artists that really have the case for top 5.
Yeah.
Obviously, we just told you our 3 isn't changing. Yeah. But I think Kendrick, out of that group, right now, has the strongest case. And if we're going to take Pac and Big out for the reasons we take Pac and Big out, rest in peace to the Kings, that we do, then it's probably about 7.
Right.
And so now we're looking at Kendrick, Nas, Future, 3K. Drake, 3K, Big Boy, DMX, 50, and I was missing one.
That was my 9.
Because it is a few like you go like T.I., but he don't belong in this conversation. Like T.I. is a tier below the artist I just named. So he would start that next group, like The Game, Ross, Scarface, Redman, all people like that. Would start that next tier. So that 9 is like
Nas. That's what we're missing.
I don't know, but Kendrick will go on the Mount Rushmore for me right now.
Oh, he's on the Mount Rushmore 1,000%.
Because you said this back in, I guess we'll keep referencing our old shows, about 2018, 2019. We were speaking about the Hall of Fame, the NBA Hall of Fame, and we were. And if you guys don't know, Ish is like Deion Sanders when it comes to Hall of Fame. He don't like people would just get everybody getting.
No, yeah, the Hall of Fame should be like 90 niggas max.
And I understand his point, but kind of like how I was saying with Bomani Jones yesterday, is just not reality. So I'm not gonna live in that. It's kind of like how I feel. Like I get your argument, but it's just like everybody else is in, so we got to put him in now.
Like
right. Kyle Lowry should not go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, first ballot.
He is.
First ballot.
He is first ballot.
He'll be there day one.
Ridiculous.
Drew Holiday's a Hall of Famer.
That's
no doubt.
ridiculous. There's no reason these people should be on. So I get your point. But where I was going was that is he says to be in the Hall of Fame, we should have to mention your name to tell the story of the NBA. And those are your surefire first ballot greatest of all time. Yeah. And I don't think you can tell the story of rap without Kendrick Lamar anymore. And I think you have to say, like, he owned from his debut of Good Kid, Mad City, every time he dropped or said anything, the world stopped.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
So
even when niggas was mad at him, even when Family Ties dropped it, niggas was mad at him. He was like, "So you ain't gonna drop nothing for 2.5 years, and here you come out with your cousin, whatever." Niggas kind of like, "Oh shit, that shit hard."
Turn up the back. What? None of the niggas at the concert with the fire yelling.
Top of the morning. Come
on, bro. Like every time the nigga has said a word since his debut, the world has stopped. He just won the biggest rap battle ever in history. Yeah. He has his first 3 albums are undisputed classics. We're not having conversations about that. Yeah. That's not a conversation to be had if those are classic albums or not. Yeah. If you want to talk about the music on the Pimp a Butterfly, that's cool. You can do that, but that's a classic album. However you want to twist and turn it. Right. If the album win you a Pulitzer Prize, it's a classic album. That's just what it is.
That's a fact.
It's just what it is. Because if your favorite artist won a Pulitzer Prize off a album, you would be calling it a classic, and you would be yelling until you blue in the face about it. Literally. So we gonna call that album is a classic no matter how y'all want it to.
The highest selling album that year, the most commercial album that year, won a Pulitzer too,
and a Grammy. Like he has the 3rd or 4th most Grammys out of any rapper ever. Like you can't do it. Kanye is embedded in rap. Everybody after 2009 looks like Lil Wayne, and Hov is obviously fucking Hov. Right. So when it comes to them, I just think like they owned their eras for the longest. So it's like the guys that you would have like right above them, like you would say, well, why is it Nas on the Mount Rushmore? Well, because Nas' competition was Hov, and Hov outlasted, was better, made better music, and was commercially better, and that is by most people's standards. Like that's it's very few people. If you leave New York, you're not getting nobody to say Nas is better than Hov. Right. So now that takes him off the Mount Rushmore for me because the era you're in matter. So now I got to look at the Wayne and Kanye era, and it's like, well, nobody really won. Yeah. Like they both did their shit. Damn they were both on top. They both lasted 3 decades. Yep. Both of them niggas have Kanye with the beats and Wayne with the rap.
Most of it, and ironically, they lasted each other. That is one of the biggest points of Kanye and Wayne is that a lot of niggas couldn't survive. Like 50 couldn't make it out of that Kanye shit. Like it was niggas who could not.
T.I. couldn't make it out.
Ross, like it was niggas that were like ready to go, and it was like, no, not yet. Like, no, not yet.
Yep. Yeah. The Game, Jadakiss, Cameron, all of them niggas was trying to be the biggest at this time. Like you have if you go down that 2000 list, we did this a couple weeks ago. If you go down that 2000 list, there's a lot of niggas trying to be the best rappers in the world. Arguably the hardest time for a rapper in history. And them 2 niggas was on top for a decade straight.
Trading haymakers.
No question about it. Trading haymakers, classic after classic, mixtape, album, feature, single, whatever. Beat, anything crazy. Yep. And then you get to Kendrick, and now it's like, all right, are you going Kendrick or Drake for this rap? Yep. That's kind of how it flips for me. You going Kendrick or Drake? You going Kendrick or Drake?
And you can't. It's impossible to give Drake the nod.
I can't give Drake the nod right now. Maybe you'll change my mind in 2 years. Maybe in 2 years I'll be outside and I hear "Fire Desire" the right way, and I'm like, maybe this nigga top. But right now,
the goal is in a couple years we should forget about this because how I feel. I just feel like Drake. He's just a cool friend. He just can't fight
type shit.
Like I love Drake music. Like, I love it. I love Drake diss songs. He just for some reason he just can't fight.
Family Matters, one of my favorite Drake songs.
Family Matters and Duffy, like yo,
I love them bitches to death.
Amazing performances. He just didn't win the fight, and that's all right. But the way he lost to Kendrick this time, like losing to Pusha T, is one thing. Like, and it's crazy. I love hip hop, so I'm talking hip hop all the time. I was in a PlayStation party with one of my old homies, just talking to this nigga about it, and he was talking about the Pusha T loss, and I was like, it's different than the Kendrick loss because losing to Pusha T, keep your chin up. That nigga, that's Pusha T. Like Pusha T beef with Prime Wayne, like that's just Pusha T, and you was hiding the sun, cool, you was just living that life. It was just bad timing.
And maybe you really did have another song that was crazy, and maybe somebody really wouldn't let you put that out.
Maybe it really was a red button.
You was on the way to where you was going, and they was like, it's not worth it.
Right.
Maybe.
You was going to say some shit that's going to crash out. Like, you was going to say some shit. And that's understandable, but the way you lost to Kendrick this time, the way things are like I don't want to say crumbling around you, but like every day it just get a little worse. Like this morning, Ak was like, "Yeah, I was wrong." This morning, Ak was just like, he really got on the streams. Every day it feel like another but Drake is fall like another but Drake argument is just falling off. Like it's like I like Family Matters more than Meet the Grabs and all that because. Kendrick was lying about the daughter, and then Whitney dances around in the video for 2.5 minutes. It's like, we're losing angles to be like, hey, you kind of what? Like, it's not enough angles left for us to say he really didn't get knocked out. They just called it DQ. Type shit. Like, no, you really got punched on. So I gotta give Kendrick the nod for that 4th spot, and it's interesting where he goes from here. Because he's entering a second prime, which you really don't see too much with rap artists.
I think 3 rappers have had a second prime.
Yeah.
And
who
3 guys we just
I was going to say,
the 3 guys we just named. So
niggas that are like, because shout out to Drake, all that hype don't feel the same next year. Like, a lot of rappers, the most success they'll ever see will be on their first project or their second project.
First or second.
Like, it's hard for you to be 5 albums in and the whole world still wants to hear from you.
All right, so let me ask you something. And this is just to piggyback off what he's saying. Who first 2 albums are arguably classic and Reasonable Doubt in Volume 1? Or was that the second album? What's the whole second album? I actually don't know the order of Hove albums. I just know all of Hove albums. I think Volume 1 was the second one. I'm pretty sure Volume 1 was the second album.
No, Reasonable Doubt was first. Yeah, Reasonable Doubt was first, and then I think Volume 1.
Yeah, it was Volume 1. Yeah. Volume 1. So Reasonable Doubt, Volume 1, classic. Mm-hmm. College Dropout, Late Registration,
classic.
Carter 1, Carter 2,
classic. Yep.
Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
Listen to how I'm going. Yeah. Like, you just look at the patterns of these guys' careers, and yes, I know Wayne had the young albums, but I'm talking about when he got a Cash Money with really Wayne and all of that shit. Just like I skipped over Section 80 and all the mixtapes Kendrick was did. Like I'm talking about when these guys is really the guys. Debuts, like when you become a star. Yeah, type shit. And it's like, looking at them, everything is just matching up with what the GOATs did. And again, I'm taking Pocket Big out. Rest in peace. They died at 25, bro. Like I'm not gonna rank them because surviving the fall off, surviving your second, that shit matters, and you got to do that. So yeah, bro. Like. It's just like it's like every way you turn it, he just deserved to be there, bro.
Yeah, he deserved to be there. And the scary thing is, I'm gonna start calling that nigga the GOAT just in just regular life because I feel like right now he do got a GOAT case because we mentioned Ye, Wayne, Tupac, Big, all like Tupac kind of have it, but like Kendrick had to go take it from a nigga.
That's a good point.
Like Kendrick had to go take it from Drake for real. Like we already had the biggest rapper in the world. We already had who's the biggest rapper ever. Like we had a nigga for the 2020s, 2010s who was gonna be on the Mount Rushmore. That spot was if niggas asked last year, you asked 10 niggas, it would have been 10 Drakes. You asked 10 niggas, it would have been this is Drake decade. No matter how you slice it, it's impossible. But timing is timing. It's still 2024. You own the last half of the decade. It go a different way. Like, you had to go rip it off a nigga. It feel different now. Like, it feel different outside. Like, shout out, I swear. The best, for me, underrated part of the beef was, like, all the different creators who ate, of course for us, to creators who ate off that. But like Budden and academics, like Joe Budden being a major part of this beef, it feels like one of those things we're going to have to explain to niggas later down the line.
Yes.
Like we're going to have to explain to niggas is like, Drake was dropping after they finished recording, so Joe Budden would have hate on it, and Kendrick was dropping right before they recorded, so he can talk about it. Like, or when it was dying down, and Joe Budden's like, the streets need a body. Streets need a body, and the thing is, Streets got a body. Like now outside, a little, it's like, damn, he killed that nigga for real. Like,
And Joe and Ack was throwing them niggas clues.
Yep.
Joe was like, "You can really do this.
Yeah, you can do this, really? Bro." I was just watching Message Matters. Message Matters. He was like, "Yeah, you should do it." It was like, listen, I ain't gonna lie. If he listened to Joe, he might have won. If he would have just let Not Like Us drop, meaning don't drop the Hard Part 6. Drop a little 4-song joint, go on vacation, disappear, let niggas think what they think. That's cool.
I will say, yo, look, I know Joe Budden got the bigger platform right now, but hey, we said everything he said, and that was
1,000%.
I'm very truthful about how I listen to the Joe Budden podcast a lot. I listen to every episode. So, but what I don't do is listen to episodes when we're about to record. Like, right. So like a Patreon don't matter when they're not talking about shit. But if they are talking about music, some music related,
I listen to after.
I won't listen to after type shit because I don't want niggas opinions influencing me. Now that's different with sports because like I need stats and shit like that. Yeah. But with music, I won't listen to nothing nobody say until after we talk about it. So I do want to give us some credit because I gave it to us 2 shows ago. Like we caught this beef from start to finish. Yeah. You can go watch TikToks, listen to the episodes. Everything we said Drake should do, he didn't do. Everything we said Kendrick do, he would do. And hey, Gray said Rory and Maul was stealing our shit, so maybe somebody's listening. Y'all niggas listen to call us.
I hope they're not. Actually, Rory called me for real. Maul don't call me right now. Maul, he don't call me right now. He's not. My PR person told me we don't need to stand next to Maul right now. It's not. It's gonna make our numbers. You know, it might be a little dicey for the viewers. But I definitely, you know, I'm one of those people that think once you say something, like, it goes out to the universe. And I'm a firm believer, like, you know, even if you're not aware of it, it's always people listening who you're not going to know. But we were right on the money. We were right on the money down to the timestamp record for Kendrick, which I want to take the time to say, because I said earlier on our pod, like, that 16 was great, but I didn't have it rated that high. Man, it was like, I was like, because for me personally, I am the dissecting, like, this is a sub, it went right past me. That whole first verse is supposed to be Kendrick pretending to be Drake. It went, and you know, I will say, he getting off on that bitch. So it's kind of easy for me not to notice, but it just speaks to the level of intricacy, bro. He said, I drink wine coolers spilling on my. They was like, Kendrick don't never drink wine coolers. I was like, oh wait, you don't drink wine coolers, like Kendrick. It was a lot of bag work,
just bag work, man.
And man, that certified boogeyman shit. That's what it is. You talk about the aura. That's what that shit is. That boogeyman. That'll be. Listen, I don't know how far he gonna take it. That's going to be one of the best hip-hop nicknames ever.
The Boogeyman.
The Boogie. You better not fucking say a word.
And I hope he got a song titled The Boogeyman on his next album. You owe us, dog.
I need another Alchemist beat. Just like shit, that. Bro. Just like that, bro.
Man, salute.
And yeah, y'all gonna stop capping on Meet the Grams, too. That's what I was saying. Because niggas like, why are people still? Because, you know, they'll do the daily checks of, like, all the streams. Like, yo, who is listening to Meet the Grams? That us, nigga. Us, niggas who really like that hate shit.
I love that shit. I love that song. Is that everything with music? Salute to Kendrick again, bro. Yeah. Seriously, bro. Salute to Kendrick again. And the last thing I wanted to ask was, do you think this is going to bring back regional rap? Because back in the 2000s, early 90s, like, regional rap was very, very important. Like, you may have had, like, get some niggas in Atlanta we can tell you about that niggas have no idea who exist. And it's some folks in L.A. that was famous as hell out in L.A. and nobody in Atlanta know they exist. The same thing in New York. Same thing in the Midwest. So do you think this pride that L.A. is getting is going to make cities like Atlanta, Houston, Memphis, New York come together and be like, man, fuck it, nah. Yeah. Like this, like Atlanta next year, this Ayu gonna come out, Future come out again, Thug get out of jail and drop, 21 drop again, and Baby drop, and we get, and it's like, nah, it's Atlanta. Now we got Atlanta pop out and shit. Like, do you think it's that's a realistic chance, or do you think just rap music is too big for that to happen?
I think we kind of gotta, you know, like how the eclipse is like the perfect storm, like the lines up. I think this was just a perfect storm of Kendrick is so big and solidified, and I don't want to say OG, but he's so in that LA culture that he has the cachet, he has the say so. I don't want to say so, but like he can do like that pop out. I think if Thug didn't go to jail, maybe, or like there has to be a catalyst who kind of starts that. I think Atlanta could have done it years past. I think you need to have that one person who's gonna put it all together, who's gonna say, "Nah, it's just LA niggas on the stage tonight. I don't care what the label. I don't care what the label would like this to be. This is gonna be all California." Or if a nigga in New York, if they had enough, would be like, "I don't care what the label wants. This is all New York niggas tonight." I don't think it's another person who will have another platform like that recently. I think it's gonna take another superstar to do it per se.
I agree. I don't really think it can be done just off of what he said. I agree. I would add though, and I know I'm YM to the core, but if Nicki didn't hate everybody, that Nicki and Cardi headlining tour, New York and Friends.
Oh my
with
god.
Nicki and Cardi headlining.
Oh my god.
Cardi come out
Ice
first,
Spice,
then Nicki, Ice Spice under the car, and you just Ice Spice, A Boogie. You let all the young rappers come out, and Nicki and Cardi headline. Bro, they'll bring 100,000.
Oh god.
Like,
man. And I will say, respect to Future and the Dungeon Family. Future may do it, but Future's not like. That's not like Future's bag. Like
it's not. Like, I can see Metro putting together before anybody.
Yeah, a Metro and Friends would be crazy.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think.
And Lil Baby does have Lil Baby and Friends, but it's usually just like the CMG artists.
Yeah, type shit.
It's not really nobody that.
Yeah, I think it will be hard. Pre beef pause, Khaled could have done it maybe, but it's that's interesting. They brought up on the pod. They brought up Khaled. What do you think that next album's gonna sound like?
Khaled?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot it existed. I will say, if it's anybody that this shit don't matter for, it's Khaled.
Yeah.
I think Khaled is so PC, and everybody, no one is mistaken about Khaled's MO.
Right.
And when that is understood in the industry, I think that can carry you. Like, everybody knows Khaled love everybody. Everybody know he just want to work music.
That's
he
fair.
just want to create music. He just want to be happy, get on his Instagram, post his million stories, and go on about his business. He's not involved in beef. You said he ain't said a word. He ain't even posted about Drake. He ain't posted about Future. He ain't posted nothing. Like, he won't support Drake. He not picking a side. He is just being Khaled, moving on like day to day as usual.
That nigga probably went on vacation.
Type shit. That nigga got nervous, bro. Like,
I will say, being a rich nigga who not in beef probably kind of cool, because like I'm just gonna get on the plane, I'm just gonna take my son, he's gonna go to a nice island,
and it's probably way cooler for niggas like Cali that can call somebody and be like, "Yo, what's really going on?" You get all the beef, you get all the tea. Type shit.
Yo, Khaled woke up May 6th, like, yo, what happened? That would be my bag if I was Khaled. I would deadass come back to the internet like, what happened?
Just put a bunch of question marks on Twitter.
Like, I go on vacation 1 month. Like, when did Future Owl come out? Like, man, I've been on the boat since March. Oh, that's how I want to wrap it up. Boy, that verse sounds so crazy today, boy. Oh my God, that verse sound like crack today, bro.
Niggas talking out their neck. I'm way too paranoid for a threat.
I'm telling you, that shit sounds so crazy. And I really, that'll probably be, so, of course, we always talk about, how we hold on to it forever. I really loved watching at the pop out how much Kendrick liked doing that shit. Like, you could tell he really liked hopping on there and just let it go. Like, I've been wanting to smack you niggas for a week. Like, I'm at home watching the tour. Like, okay, y'all got a little video. Okay, what's the video? Oh, look at these. Like, I wonder what was Kendrick's face when them niggas were sitting across from each other, doing a little chest shit. Like, just to be a fly on the wall. Like, oh, okay, all right.
Hey, man, that Future show in L.A., Metro and Future on tour. That Future show in L.A.,
please,
man.
Bro, I need it.
Man.
Dog.
Man, oh, man. Yeah.
And we got to hear these outside, too.
I remember this moment for the rest of my life.
Easy.
It won't even be a question. Like, this is something I'll be talking about. We'll talk about this shit every year for the rest of our lives. Like, at some point, every year, this is going to come up.
Yeah.
This is how important that is. Like,
yeah, I feel so bad for the niggas on tours. Like, y'all won't let it go, fam. Do you niggas know how annoying I'm going to be on Christmas time with this shit? Like, it's going to be snowing outside. I'm going to have that shit on.
Like, y'all are never escaping this, bro.
What?
That's a real anthem. That's a new dream, your nightmares, guys.
Man, niggas talked about LeBron beating Steph for 10 years.
Y'all talk about the same 3-1 comeback where 2 niggas was hurt, Steph was hurt. Like, man, a nigga got suspended.
This how I feel for me. It feel like the Patriots came back from 28-3 again. Like, niggas was down. Niggas was texting me, yo, Ish, we need you. West Coast savior. I'm sitting there with the Y on the face, like, man, when Kendrick come out, like those two, like, yo, that week and a half, yo, man. But gold medals all around, beautiful.
Just gold medals all around. And speaking of, USA basketball has kicked off. Let's get into some quick sports before we get out of here. USA basketball, I'm just real excited for. They got a game tomorrow at 10:30. I'm locked the fuck in against Canada, which Canada got a nice-ass team. Won't be surprised if we see Canada in the championship game. They got a good-ass team. Shea, Dylan Brooks, Lou Dort, Jamal Murray, Andrew Wiggins, Trey Lyles.
They're not letting Wiggins play.
I saw him on the roster. I saw him on the roster today. I don't think he's playing tomorrow, but I think they are going to let him play in the actual.
Well, they might be letting him play now because they were only not letting him play for a trade. But now that it's over, he's probably back.
Because I don't think that Utah is going to give up Laurie. I think Utah was asking too much for Laurie.
Oh, they will. You know they're going to give him up to, though.
Seriously, if the Spurs get Laurie, they are championship contenders. Like, the Spurs probably are going to be the 7th, 8th seed this year. Yeah. If they get Laurie, Victor is so good they might be in a conference.
Dog, weird. We're gonna be really good.
If Victor gets a center next to him and he can play the 4 and just roam, that's going to be very
stretch
very
4.
Scary. That's going to be extremely scary.
A stretch 4.
It's going to be very hard to score on them niggas.
You know Stephon Castle's 6'7"?
Yes, I do. COV, baby. C-O-fucking-V, nigga.
I didn't know he was 6'7". You know niggas be like, yeah, he's 6'5" with shoes. No. He's 6'6.5" without shoes. Oh shit.
Yes. Speaking of, me and my pops and my brother was talking the other day, Brady. You know how much talent has come out of Covington?
Dog, it's nuts.
Do you know if this some nerd shit? If y'all ain't from Covington, this don't matter. Y'all skip ahead 10 seconds. But if you grew up in Covington, bro, if Covington had the athletic connections that the Gwinnett had, that Stevenson and MOK and shit had when in like 2008 from on.
Yeah, easy.
It would seriously be about 15, 20, 30 professional athletes coming out of Covington. That's how much talent
we went to high school with at least 10.
Dog.
At least 10.
Bro, like from 2010 to probably 2017, there was probably 25, 30 NBA, NFL players at Newton, or just in Covington.
Yeah, just walking around.
That's how many.
Just doing shit.
Yeah. Like, that just didn't have the proper training.
I remember hooping versus them niggas, bro. That shit was ass.
Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, the niggas my brother was playing in college was going to the NFL, and they was beating them better than them, on par with them. Yeah. And it's just like, you just didn't have the right people around you. That shit is crazy. But I say all that because Stephon Castle is from Covington, born and raised type shit. So salute to my dog.
Facts.
And
jersey coming in the mail soon.
USA basketball, you gotta get that. USA basketball. I'm just excited to see Steph, LeBron, and KD play together. That's really all I came in here to say. Like, I am very, very excited.
Bro, like my first thought was, well, it's crazy because some nigga tweeted, if you flipped KD and LeBron in the 2017 finals, who wins? And I was just so enraged at the idea of like LeBron and Steph on the same team. Who wins? Like right after that, like imagine LeBron in the Draymond role, like catching the ball in the short roll. And then I was like, oh shit, these niggas gonna play together next week. And bruh, I ain't gonna lie, it's hit me in my feels a little bit. It hit me in my feels a little bit when I saw the KD stuff picture. Like, man, we really at the end. We are really
at the end.
Are really at the end. Like, even if all goes well, we got a couple years left. Like this is it, man. Bro. But it. I think that's one of the best USA teams we've ever seen. I think it could be better, but I love Halliburton on there. You know, young kid, cool. Kyrie said the shit. I get you don't want to put the USA on him. I like Drew Holiday on there. I think they are. And it's crazy. We've been doing this all episode. I was right. You know, hey, we was right. I told niggas as soon as Noah Lyles said that shit. I said, what you think Braun think about that?
What?
I I said, what you think?
I said, Steph and LeBron on the phone right now.
Yeah.
And guess what came out 2 weeks later? Steph and LeBron are thinking about playing.
They all gonna play. And listen, I love America. No doubt. I love the USA, and it's a difference between loving your country, loving your government for sure. For you people, it's definitely different because we should all dislike our governments at least to a certain point. But as a country, especially during the Olympic season, I don't bleed DNA. I bleed USA, baby.
That's funny as hell, bro. I was talking to Taylor actually, and I was like, "Hey, Taylor, have you ever watched the Olympics?" And I was like, she was like, "Not really." Like I was like sat in, but I haven't really played. I was like, "Oh, you in for a rude awakening, Shawty?"
You ain't locked
I said, "Shawty, Shawty, you know how I feel. You know how I be tweeting. You know how I get down, bro. Shawty, when July 28th roll around, bro, and USA basketball roll out, and Noah Lyles and Sha'Carri Richardson get on that track, and Caitlin Ledecky get in that pool, and Michael Phelps' spirit is on over the men's USA swimming team."
Yo, shout out Michael. Did you see that Michael Phelps clip? Yo, that nigga like he wanted to get in the pool right now.
Simone Biles as well. Can't forget Simone Biles, Gabby Douglas. Yeah. Hey, you gonna see a different side of a nigga in here. Nigga gotta be locked the fuck in for the Olympics.
I'm gonna walk in here with a flag around my shoulders. I be talking crazy. I'm gonna be tweeting crazy shit. Nigga, fuck is a kilometer, nigga? USA. And I'm glad you mentioned Canada because I don't think it's gonna happen right now. But I will go on record, predict if we see them in the championship, I think we OD on them niggas. I ain't gonna lie. I think we violate whoever in the championship.
I'm going to call it now. Nobody comes within 15 points of them.
I think we violate.
Violate.
I think the greatest players we've ever seen, especially in our generation, above anything else, because to be great at anything, you gotta have some pride. I think niggas are tired of Europe creeping up. Yeah, it's not gonna be so easy.
You saw what the youth team did. Yeah, 64-point margin of victory.
Yeah,
shut the fuck up with
that
shit.
Yo, they're creeping up.
Shut the fuck up. They finna see some shit, bro.
Yeah, so let me ask, what is your lineup? Who you rolling out with?
Steph.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, let me call it in order. Okay. Bron is at the point. Steph is at the 2.
Damn.
JT is at the 3, and I'm going to explain that in a second. Okay. JT is at the 3.
Right.
Actually, yeah, JT is at the 3, KD's at the 4, and I'm going to start Bam at the 5.
Okay.
They're not going to do this.
Right.
I'm going to tell you this. They're not doing this, but I'm going to explain why I would do this.
Okay.
This is not an all-star game where it's just take your turn. They're playing real basketball. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, Bron, KD, and Steph being on your floor, on the court, gives you 3 all-time scoring options.
Yeah.
And now you have a catch-and-shoot guy in Jason Tatum and a primary defender. Okay. And then you have a versatile switch 1 through 5 defender. So now your lineup can virtually switch 1 through 5, except we got to help Steph.
Right.
So now we're talking about shot selection. Bam don't need that many shots.
Nope.
So instead of having Embiid start, let Embiid run the second unit, be the primary focus on the second unit. And like you said, Bam is the point forward. Him and LeBron play point forward together. And a lot of dribble handoffs, set a lot of screens, catch lobs, run Steph off the screen, let him get trapped, dump it over. Now you run the 4-3. Bam is comfortable with that. So I think that lineup fits together. Don't think that'll be the starting lineup. I do think it should be, though. And then the second lineup would be Drew, Devin, Ant, Embiid, and I'm missing one person.
Booker.
Drew, Tyrese, Booker, Ant, Embiid, and I'm missing somebody else. AD. Yeah. Sorry, no, I forgot AD was on the team. AD is starting instead of Bam. And we're running 2 big lineup with AD and with Drew and Tyrese can switch. It don't really matter with them. 1,000%. But yes, Steph. So to readjust.
Yeah.
Starting lineup: Bron at the point, Steph at the 2, JT at the 3, KD at the 4, Anthony Davis at the 5. Okay. Nobody fucking with that.
I think
that defense would be crazy.
If I was the coach, I'm glad I don't have responsibilities like that because I would OD in ways I would not get those responsibilities again.
Steph and LeBron not coming off the court.
Like if I was the coach of the 24 Olympics, I for sure would not be the coach of the 28 Olympics. Like niggas would never give me that opportunity again. But the very first game we don't play a Greece or Spain or a team with a real center, KD playing 5. And I'm going Steph, Braun, Anthony Edwards, AD, KD, or if I take AD out, I can go Kawhi right there.
Kawhi's on the team.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I would do some like real district like teams that like oh you got one guard like oh y'all got like like Canada. I would go AD, Bam, Drew, Kawhi, Steph. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, Shay.
Good luck.
Good luck, nigga.
Have fun.
Put the 4 best defenders in one line.
And there's no 3 seconds?
Yep.
Good luck.
Oh
good luck. AD just sitting down there.
Yeah, I would say that's the thing. That's the only thing that kind of, not for the USA, but kind of for Team Canada. I don't think y'all niggas want to play France.
I was about to say.
Y'all boys don't want to play.
And Vic,
bro.
That is going to
be had like 20. Insane. He had like 25 in 12 minutes.
They're going to be like, Steph, shoot it every time you touch it. Like, fuck away.
No 3 seconds. If the ball hits the rim, you can knock it off. What? Like, I personally, I love Olympic basketball. I love the vibe of it. I love the physicality of it. We mentioned how much I love being an American. I love how much better than we are than everybody else. Like, you niggas so lucky they don't got football. Oh, my God. Listen, we'd win every game by 80 and it wouldn't be enough.
Is this Olympics that starting flag football? Is that the next one?
Yeah, it's this one.
Oh,
yeah, we're going to fry the
I cannot wait.
Oh, yeah, let me get your flag football team.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's way more fun. All right. Obviously.
Okay.
We know who's their quarterback. Number 15.
See, I wouldn't have him at QB.
Really?
It's flag football. I got to get 8 out there, baby. I got to get 8 out there, baby. I got to get Lamar out there.
So can quarterbacks run?
I think so, yeah.
If quarterbacks can run, then Lamar Jackson is definitely a quarterback.
Okay.
So we're going to say quarterbacks can run for this. Lamar Jackson is a quarterback.
Yeah.
Give me a versatile running back, so I'm taking Christian McCaffrey. His backup is Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
All right, we're going 3 receivers, 1 tight end.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson out wide.
Easy.
Jamar Chase out wide.
Okay.
Tyreek in the slot.
Yep.
Travis at tight end.
Okay, I like it. I say, let me think if there's anything I would change.
All right. Well, why you think I'm going to go defense, too.
Okay.
Give
me the defense.
So, my 2 safeties are going to be Kyle Hamilton, and who else I want at safety? What want at safety?
Shout out Jesse Bates.
Kyle Hamilton, Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
Shout out to Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton, Jesse Bates. We're going to go 2 linebackers, 3 corners. My 2 linebackers are Roquan Smith and Fred Warner.
Yeah.
My 2 corners are...
Does Ram get that nod?
Ramsey's still getting a nod.
Yeah.
Ramsey's still getting a nod. And then out wide, on the left side, we're going to go Sauce. And in the slot... Shit, we still going bumper run Gilly lot. We still going bumper run. Fuck it.
Okay. So all right, I'm gonna start defense. I would definitely have Snead in there. Mm-hmm. I would have Snead there probably instead of Gilly, just because Gilly lost his stuff.
That's a good
but I ain't gonna lie, Gilly a Patriot, so we gonna leave him on there. I'm gonna stay Snead instead of Sauce because he a Jet. Okay. Fuck that nigga. But wide receiver, if I was recruiting for USA football, that would be my last Olympics. Being allowed to recruit for USA football. Because niggas be like, man, Justin Jefferson gonna call Jamar. He be like, yo, are you? I'm like, nah, he ain't called me either. He's like, well, Waddle just called me. And Waddle said he's playing. Because it's going to be Waddle, it's going to be Reek, and it's going to be DK Metcalf.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that, bro.
And listen, it's gonna be him, Lamar, and niggas gonna be running plays. We gonna throw the ball ahead, and we just gonna be pitching that bitch back and forth.
Have fun,
yeah.
Have fun.
Try to grab one of them. Good luck. Yeah, I love the. I just love the idea of the Olympics. Just like
it's just a cool ass idea.
Yeah, like
hey, everybody just come together from all over the world and play some shit together.
Yeah. With that being said, whoever runs U.S. men's soccer should be ashamed of yourself. To me,
I don't know nothing about that.
They lost. They're out.
Oh, yeah.
Like
fuck y'all.
Yeah, like that's embarrassing. The World Cup is coming to America. And we're like,
oh, that's what they were qualifying for?
Yeah, I think now they have to qualify like in the World Cup qualifiers.
So if you get in the Olympics, you automatically qualify the World Cup. I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, I think they have rounds of like the World Cup qualifiers, and like this was like one of the rounds.
And they lost, so they got to do it again.
Yeah,
okay,
now you gotta win type shit.
Okay,
and it's really embarrassing. But I actually, this is just a tangent. I watched the whole like little like video on it because I do have a couple friends that play soccer, and apparently like the problems niggas have with basketball is way worse with soccer. But soccer is so much less of an individual sport. The stars don't shine through all the time. That's why Team USA sucks. Like it's a running joke online. If Messi and Ronaldo were born in the United States, they would never have played soccer because it's so expensive that like the best players in America really don't get to play. In like AAU for basketball is different. It's like, all right, he can't play, but he's 6'6" at 14. Like these niggas be 5'8" soccer players. Like it's really hard for them to break through. So that's why our men's soccer team so ass. But
okay, nice. Did not know that.
Still no. That's embarrassing. As an American, I was embarrassed. But other than that, like I'm so ready to put the flag up. Like
I'm lit.
I'm locked in.
I'm so excited for our Olympic coverage. We gonna come here looking crazy. Caitlin, double cup. Double cup and the Reese's Piece. Double cup and Reese's Piece.
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year race. This is not what I expected. I thought Caitlin was going to run away from this Rookie of the Year, but Angel has been dominating. This wasn't somebody that thought Angel's game wouldn't translate. I came in here and told you when I watched her the very first time I saw her play LSU, I said her energy jumps off the screen. 1,000%. It is a skill to be able to play that hard every night, especially being that bad. Because if I'm that bad, I ain't doing shit. Y'all niggas can do shit
to
for
lose?
Me. Hello. But so salute to both of them. But I'm not going to get into the drama because y'all know all y'all sound stupid on all sides. Just shut the fuck up and watch the women play basketball. My God.
Yeah.
But basketball-wise, who would you have as a Rookie of the Year right now?
Oh, right now, I got Angel. Right now, I would have to go Angel just because I like Angel for context because it's so weird when other people have to talk about Caitlin injuries, like the basketball part of it be like the last minute, like tucked at the end type shit. Like, oh yeah, Caitlin can shoot, by the way. Like no, like to lead with it, Angel Reese might be the best rebounder in WNBA history. Like she might be the best ever already at something. And I hate she's getting her own misses. Well, it's still a fucking rebound. Like I don't care who missed it. She got her own board. Hey, she is dominant.
Everybody misses shots.
Literally. And shit, but she's dominant. That's what, like, her dominant, like, Caitlin's electricity jumps off the screen. And Caitlin's playing amazing. That's why I think later in the year she may have a better chance for it as a schedule, because we said the schedule's going to ease up.
And they get an Olympic break.
Yeah.
So that's going to help her.
Literally. And she's going to keep performing well. But right now, the streak Angel is on, how she's playing, I think I would have her as my Rookie of the Year.
I have to go Caitlin. Caitlin is at 17, 6.5, and 7.9 right now. Over the last 5 games, I believe she's at 19 and 10 or 19 and 11, which is ridiculous. Chelsea Gray last year was 7th in MVP voting, with that. And Caitlin is averaging 2 more points and 1 more assist than her. Yeah. So Caitlin is just at a historic level. The numbers she's averaging, no rookie has ever averaged. Obviously, the other day, Sunday afternoon, I believe she had the first triple-double by a rookie ever. I actually watched that whole game and watched her. She has my nod because of the attention she's getting. That's fair. I think the performance on the court is damn near even, and if you want to go either way, go either way. But what's giving her the nod for me is just she gets all the attention. Yeah. Like she is the best player on the court every single night. Every time they set a pick for her, she gets trapped. She's getting trapped off of pin down.
She's being trapped at half.
Bro, they're picking up 85 feet and they're trapping her at half. Mm-hmm. Like she's a rookie, bro. Yeah. And because of that, I have to give her the nod because she's running their offense. Right. Their offense does not go without her. She came out the game for 2 or 3 minutes the other day, and they immediately lost the lead, and the Liberty went on a run. Yeah. That being said, Angel is dominant. Angel is cold. And what I really think is going to happen,
they going to call it
Rookie of the Year. I really think they are, bro. I really think they are, bro.
If the WNBA, and this will really tell me a lot about Adam Silver, because I don't care what niggas gonna tell me. Adam Silver is gonna have a hand in the WNBA growth because it's an NBA product.
Of course.
If he is looking at the NFL and said, how do I build a sport brand? How do I build a community that niggas want to watch? It needs to be as entertaining as possible. He gonna make sure them co-MVPs. He is going to make sure they split that down the middle. Because you think the media coverage now bad?
Imagine they split that bitch.
Boy.
Imagine they both win.
Look, just think about the picture in your head. They both holding a trophy. I just imagine it. Oh, my God.
Dog, like, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
We watching the league get birthed right before our eyes.
What do we always say? Funniest possible outcome.
Funniest possible. Oh, my God.
But you are correct. The league is getting birthed right before our eyes. And 2 quick things.
Oh, shout out Kennedy, too. Shout out Kennedy. Put in some good Olympic work. And put in some good Olympic work.
And also shout out to Leah Boston. They was talking crazy about you. You got your rhythm together.
Yeah,
and her and Caitlin have been easily the first and second best players on the Fever. And then what's her name? I cannot think of her name right now. Number 10 or 0, I think.
Yeah, she's an all-star.
The little short girl. Yeah, the short one. Oh my, she's so cold. I'm so mad at myself for not remembering her name.
Oh, is she?
I was just watching her. Kelsey Mitchell. That's her name. Kelsey Mitchell.
Okay.
But she's cold too. Her and Caitlin work well together. They're gonna be very nice next year. And also the last thing, the Indiana Fever won 2 games last year, or like 4 games last year. They're in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
They're not even the last seed in the playoffs. They're the second to last, but they're not the last seed in the playoffs. Right. So that jump, and you are the reason. This isn't like, oh, they got a bunch of new pieces. Yeah, no, it's the same team with Caitlin Clark.
Right.
So nah, bro. Like that's why I have her as a rookie year. And then the last thing I would say was, somebody tweeted this, so this is a stolen thing that I'm putting on our podcast. But the WNBA, I think the WNBA should change when their season is and just deal with that weird change the year they have to. But I think their season should go, because I think their season is like 4 or 5 months. Their season should go February through June or July. Yeah. And like when the WNBA playoffs are starting, so are the NBA playoffs. And you know how the March Madness, before the women became more popular, the male viewership was leading you to the female viewership as well, because their games were back to back and shit like that. Yeah. I think the WNBA being able to do like a double header with Steph and LeBron and then Angel and Caitlin right after that would be very beneficial to the WNBA. Yeah. I don't know if they can work that way in the partnership and TV deals, but I think that is something they should monitor. But if they're not going to do that, they need to take the 4th of July as the NFL has taken Thanksgiving and NBA has Christmas. That is a great idea.
I 1000% agree. And if we were just let's play Adam Silver's brain, and I was going to start this season, whatever day the Super Bowl is, the day after is when our season starts.
Perfect.
That time where it's no football, the draft hasn't happened, baseball's there's no baseball's cold. That would be our window. Like when niggas don't got no football, there's nothing but hockey, baseball. That is your window.
And then the All-Star breaks is 2 weeks after that. Right. So you can have the All-Star game at 8:00, the festivities, the All-Star weekend start at 8. Yeah. You got a doubleheader at 3:30 and 6, and then the next day you got a doubleheader at 12:30 and 3:30 right before the All-Star game. Like it just works out better. Right. I think they should look into that. And then the last thing is Meg sold 65K first week. Yeah. And all I wanted to do was say this one thing. And we didn't hate a lot this show, so this is my chance to hate. Yeah. How many solo Megan Thee Stallion songs can you name?
Solo? 3, maybe? Maybe 3.
Megan Thee Stallion is one of the biggest celebrities on this earth. 65K first week with the Beyonce cosign, the Cardi B cosign.
On Rock Nation.
The whole
Well, listen, you remember I said we're going to see right now what is her situation. That's what I was looking for. Because if she sold 200, if she sold 120, if she sold 110, I was going to say, okay, she's set up. There's a lot going into this. But like you said, coming off a deal, she's in a different space where she's not in one of those. I don't want to. It's crazy. It's hard to mention one will rival another but she's not in like a Doja Cat space where whatever you drop, if it hits, we're out of here. We're putting everything behind it. I don't know if she's in kind of that place because we've seen that because there's some joints on there. Like I don't know what I don't want to dare guess what country the name is from for the anime song, but let's just say the anime song, like. I don't want to guess where that's from. Just I don't want to be wrong, but. If this were another artist, it'd feel like there would be bread behind that. You would be hearing that song everywhere. It would be in commercials, but it would be playlisting. You would see it more than you have seen it already because I had to go look for it.
I'm telling you, nothing in this music industry is a coincidence.
Ever.
She does not have a zillion Instagram followers and selling out arenas, and she can't sell 100K first week.
Literally.
It doesn't. Everybody that's selling out arenas is selling 100K first week.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
I should be able to rattle off 5, 6, 7 Meg songs. If I walked up to random people and just told them to name Megan Thee Stallion's solo songs that are on her albums, I think people have trouble doing it. And you can't say body yada yada. So I'm gonna take that out, and now you got to name 5 songs.
Yeah, I can't do it. Gun to your head, couldn't do it.
But I stay out of women's business. So
I definitely think it's more to my point. Like I said, we were gonna see her living situation. I think she is a lot more in control than we thought, just by the response, and that's how I've started to look at sales. First week numbers, hits, ones, all that stuff, especially during the streaming era, it's a lot of things that have to go on behind the scenes.
For sure.
It's not just, oh, yeah, he put out a good song, I'm going to listen to it.
No.
Because I can listen to it till I'm blue in the face. I can listen to it literally 1,000 times a day, every day for the rest of the year. It'll be 20 sales. It won't be nothing. It's some other stuff going on with that. So I think her doing 65K was like, for me, I read that 65K like 190. Because I think that's an accurate representation of what she is doing herself type shit. I think if she got like a big thing behind her, like if she were to cede some of that control that she just got back to somebody else, those numbers could inflate. But this looked like, for me, the start of, all right, I'm doing it.
I don't know if I agree with that because none of her albums have sold over 100K.
That's
Not
facts.
one. And she's been on labels. She's been on labels. She's had the support. She's had the backing. She's had the Rock Nation sound for a minute. She's had the Beyonce. Her last album had Beyonce on it. So I'm like, it's the sales got to come at some point. Like the only records that you have charting are the records that you got with other artists. So I just don't. I don't know. I just feel like as far as big as she is, her numbers should be bigger than what they are. Right. Unless I'm wrong and she really is independent and everything you're saying is right. So that is what I will end without the hate. Is if she is completely independent, then everything I'm saying is completely wrong. And 65K first week for an independent artist is insane. Because if Nas is really independent. Russ is like really independent. They sold 65K first week. They be jumping up and down in their draws.
So, they be going nuts. Like for a Griselda nigga, Griselda nigga doing 60K. It's like, oh shit, this nigga made Illmatic. Like, this nigga just broke something. Like, deadass. I definitely think I think that'll look interesting in a year. I think in a year, whether she sell way more or it stays the same, we're gonna look back like that's weird.
Agreed.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, that's it. We went way longer than I thought we were. I thought we was gonna do like an hour and 15. We damn near 2 hours again. So remember what I told you at the beginning of the show. Watch us work. Subscribe, like, comment. Thank you for joining us. As always, salute to the women, especially the women of Atlanta. Watch your mouth. Watch your tone in restaurants. Please lower your voice.
Yes.
Salute to Kung Fu Kenny. Salute to Caitlin and Angel. We are the show about nothing. That's Ish. I'm Rock.